Right guys, so basically what we're going to do, it's gone dark, miserable and drab again. So what we're going to do is have this cup of coffee, then we're going to go over and make a start on chopping down those two trees, I think, and get that done at least. So follow me along and watch the progress. And there we go. So as you can see, we still do have a couple of little kale here that we can get pickings off until we have some new stuff in there. We've got a couple of rhubarb chard here as well, and we've got some perpetual spinach as well here as well, just a couple of plants. But as you can see, there are stugs or something in here. We will pull these out shortly. We'll get a couple of harvests off them and then we'll pull them out. Still got plenty of compost to work with, and here we go now. We've got everything racked up, all watered, and we've got all these ready to go. So that's a good start to the season. Hopefully we'll just see how they all progress. Guys, I'm not sure what this video is going to come out like. I've got the camera over on the tripod over there, but the camera is on a slight angle, so I'm not sure what this footage will come out like. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tree down here, which is a pear tree. It's been in for 5-6 years, never had a pear off it. And we've got a big plum tree here, which you see me hack back, which was up there somewhere at some point. But I've decided I'm going to take them off to the stump and use this space for putting potato buckets or something like that in here, guys. So here goes. Got the battery operated chainsaw. Let's go. That's the easy one down, guys. That's the pear tree down. Yeah, I know it looks drastic, but I've never had any fruit off them at all, and they're in the way now. When they do branch out in summer, they come out over these beds and they're just in my way. So we'll use that area. We'll put a flagstone over the top, drive some copper nails into the stump or some tree killer, drill holes into them, put some tree killer in, cover them over with a cloth, and then we'll put a flagstone or something on top of that. That'll stop them coming back through again, guys. Right, I'll crack on. Right guys, so that's pretty much more or less the plum tree and the pear tree sawn up into manageable sizes. It'll go in the burn bin. Still one length here, which I didn't manage to get cut because basically the batteries are exhausted on the chainsaw, so we'll have to take the tools down home and give them all a charge. But we managed to get the pear stocking topped. And we've managed to get the plum tree as well. As you can see, it's just quite a size. Now I couldn't get down low enough with the chainsaw, so what I haven't started to do is to split it into little pieces, and then I can just chip away with the tip to take it down to the level that I want it. Then we'll drill some holes deep into the trunk. We'll put some tree stump killer in, cover it over with a cloth. Likewise with this, although I'll have to read up whether, maybe not, we might just drill holes right down deep into the centre to kill it. I've heard that you can drive copper nails in. I'm not sure whether that actually works or not. But what I don't want to do is put tree stump killer in and then affect the plants in these beds, or more importantly come up through into the potato buckets or anything like that. There will be a flag over, a big paving flag over the top of these, which hopefully they won't grow anyways, guys. But if you exclude the light, maybe wrap them in plastic as well, and then put the flagstones down. That might just do it. Let me know what you think in the comments. A good way of doing this to stop them coming back, but without damaging the beds. If you've got any ideas, guys, I'm all ears. Much appreciated. So while we've been over here, we've also been into the tree house and watered all those trees. they've been neglected, guys. They're starting to look really sad, and they were bone dry. I've now given them all the water and picked off most of the bad leaves, and I'm not even going to show you them, guys, until they start to recover. They're not dead, but they've been neglected. And I just noticed these little primroses that Curtis planted last year are starting to make a comeback. Miraculously, I don't know how. They've been pulled out by birds a million times, and yeah. But as you can see, the garlic's coming along okay. These little fruit trees that dwarf plant are starting to get buds on now, as are these apple trees. Another bed of garlic there, another one there. And these are my batteries for to take down for to charge up. We've got ourselves 6 good sized containers for our new dwarf trees that we've bought. And we're going to containerise them so that they don't root in basically and end up having to do what I've just done there if they don't produce. And we've got our stones in the bottom of them all. Now tomorrow, I'm saying tomorrow because it's getting pretty dark, dull and miserable again now, so weather permitting tomorrow, what we'll do is we'll open this compost bay and we'll half fill these with my own home-based compost. There should be plenty of nutrition in there with all the chicken manure and all the greenery that we put in there and all the bedding from the chickens, so hopefully there'll be some good feed into that. We'll about half fill this and then we'll top up with some good compost. When I say good compost, that's probably just as good, but yeah, we'll top up with some shop bought compost just to make it go further, but get these filled up, and then we can get those bare root trees in. I'm going to containerise them all because 2 of them are dwarf and they won't grow much more than 6 foot anyways, but I'm not going to put them in the ground. I'm going to keep them in containers, but the other ones are only on semi-dwarf and they could grow to 8 to 10 feet high, but I'm going to keep them contained in the containers and manage the height on them, guys. So I'm going to put these back into the garage now, ready for tomorrow, and I'm going to call it a day for today, guys. I'll give you a final roundup in the shed and then that'll be it. Right guys, it's 4:30 now. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's pretty drab in here. It actually looks brighter on the camera than it actually is. So I'm going to pop the lights on. So that's what it was like. Pretty much the same amount of light, same windows and everything. And that's what it's like now. Happy days. Right guys, that's it for another day. I know there's not a lot great in this, so basically we've took the trees down, which actually took a little while to get through the big plum tree actually and then cut it up. It's only a battery chainsaw as well, but it has been a good tool, but yeah, it's got its limitations. So we've got the trees down, got all the citrus trees and peaches, etc., nectarines, all the rest, all go watered. Checked over in the grown area, everything's not too bad. There's still a bit of tidying up to do as the weather picks up, but it went from being a beautiful, glorious day to dark, drab, miserable in no time at all. Right after I finished yesterday's video or last video I put up, so it was a little bit more. So all in all, today we've basically done the last video you've seen, plus getting the trees down, which is just as well because they were going to start budding very shortly, and those pots filled up with the stone in the bottom, ready for to plant these other trees if the weather's anything like tomorrow. Fresh start with a bit more energy, and then I'll be able to get those filled up, dragged over here and start planting those trees up. As always guys, thanks for popping along. Thanks for all your likes, dislikes and your comments and all your subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. And wherever you are in the world, please stay safe. Be practical. Keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.